This is the video for the data option for the perspective game. I'm going to click on data in the red stripe. Here we see the value for the global registers, the main registers, and right now the sub-registers and local registers for subprogram 1, which is where it runs the game. Here we see the variables: game number, was game number, task, the next tree number, the equally likely value, tree base index, and we notice that the ground is moving. These values here are changing, and that's the moving of the ground. And below that we have the next animal number is 15. The tree center is 30.03. The skies control register for the picture number is 379. The animal index is 0. And show frames is 0, meaning it's not going to show frames. And the vary for X and Y is 6. That's where the variables are right now, and we see that some of them are changing. Next we'll go to work lists. Here is the row factor. Well, we'll take a look at that. The very first row it does is the far back row, and it says the factor there is 0.1. But the factor for the first one is 1. Now we'll try another one. Well, the next one's the cumulative factor. We won't do that. But row Y, here's the Y positions. The first row of trees is down at Y 149. But the last row is Y of 290. And we have the row count. How many are in each row? We have the tree X value and Y value. So when it shows them on the screen and how tall and wide they're supposed to be, the tree numbers, and we have the indexes, the starting position of each one. They all change depending on how big it is, how big the trees are, which row they're in. And the jump value changes based on what row they are, and the base value, and the half value. And here's where we hold the rows when we're going to put another tree in a row. And then we row advance, and here's the animal values for which particular animal's number, XY position, and the picture of the animal if it's been taken. Those are the work lists. Well, then we're going to go over here and we're going to look at page A, which is an app page. That's where the text is stored, and at the very beginning it says the color up here for perspective is 963. There's the text for perspective. Here's the text for game number. Here's the text for toggle frames on and off. And here's the phrase out of film. Alright, we'll return from there. One other thing to look at always is the clickable areas. I'll click on that. First clickable area it has is where you put the number in. The second clickable area is where you click to tell it where you see the animal when you want to take its picture. This is where row 17 is for the animals. Well, actually, I'm sorry, for all the trees, all the rows. This is the particular one in which the animals would be in. And here we have 7, which is when you want to see the YouTube videos, and 3 when you want to frame the animals. All right. This is the end of the video for the data option for the perspective game.